created him. She is, as I said, James Meredith's niece. She's a publisher, an author, and an excellent young entrepreneur. So I'm just proud of Meredith McGee. And I hope somebody will help me keep time. Will you keep time for us, please? Yes, you. Thank you. You're an author as well. Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is, do you have my statement? My name is Meredith Coleman McGee, as she just said. I'm a niece of James Meredith. I'm a student of James Meredith because for 40 years he was my Uncle J-boy. And then I started realizing by reading and studying and talking to people the impact that he had on our society. I wrote a book entitled James Meredith, Warrior and the America That Created Him. Somebody asked me, why did I put warrior in there? The reason why I put warrior in there because to me, he was a warrior when he started walking in Memphis, and before he could even get to the Tennessee line, there was trouble, and the Tennessee police had dispersed the mob, and he still kept going. And the other thing is that we have Choctaws in our ancestry. Two of our grandmothers were Choctaws. In other words, they owned this land first. This was our land. And I am proud to know about my black heritage, my Choctaw heritage, but the white judges in my family, I want to know it all because all of it is who I am. And the other thing that I was thinking about earlier when I heard a young lady saying that there's nothing to fight for now. And I heard someone saying to her that there is a lot to fight for. And I thought about it just mentally. 150 years ago, 1866, a black mother was worried about if her son was gonna make it home alive, because they were lynching us from trees. And also worried about whether or not her son was going to parchment, which made broke even in his first year, if you know anything about breaking even in business, off of labor. And the other thing that I thought about was someone mentioned about the Black Lives Matter movement. And I was in a board meeting one day, and a young man who works for Facebook, who used to be a part of the Black Lives Matter movement, said that there were more activists created in the Black Lives movement in 90 days than was created in the entire civil rights movement. Now their movement is different, but to me, if you can use social media to get out and say that we need to change the judicial system, which is smothering us. There are so many bad rules. The other day when I looked on the TV and I saw the cars at the impound at the city of Jackson, I thought about how many families' greatest asset is gone in that impound lot. And I'm going to come back to the march. I interviewed several people who live in Canton. There's a Canton Freedom House Museum. You got to go and see it. In February, I took a tour and I visited a lot of the sites, historic sites and markers in the state for the Jackson Avenue, which I write for. I'm a contributing writer for the Advocate. I'm also an author and a publisher. And when I wrote my book, I interviewed 60 people. I interviewed my uncle for 2 years, and I interviewed his oldest living sibling and all of his first cousins. And the thing that really struck me was that here at Tougaloo, this place was, I heard someone say earlier, heaven. And I get that it was heaven from my readings, from my interviews, and from my discussions with people, because I learned this. You can't learn if you're talking. I know how to shut up and listen. I have been out on book tours and with people who witnessed things, and I stopped talking and started listening to keep learning. I'm a life learner. I just wrote a book, my first children's book, Nashida Visits the Smith Robinson Museum. And Nashida is, the word Nashida means student. And I think that going forward, your generation, first of all, need to figure out why less than 20% of you are voting. And why the college-age students have, as Michelle Obama said, disenfranchised themselves. Something is wrong with that picture. Thank you.